What up, everyone, and welcome back to the second episode of where I tried to turn $200 into $100,000. And on the last episode, we left off at $1,070. At this point, you're probably wondering, how did I end up getting a U-Haul and when did I even get a storage unit? Well, in today's episode, I'm going to answer every single one of those questions. So let's rewind a little bit. If you guys remember, in the last episode, we ended up not selling the custom-made sectional couch, but for content purposes, I decided to calculate as if we did sell it for $300. Well, that was not the case. Check it out what actually happened. You guys can see it is all loaded up. I got all the cushions inside of the car and I am on my way to drop it off right now. They are outside of our 20-minute radius for free delivery, but you know, I just thought, why not just deliver it to them? I am on my way to deliver it right now for $375. Hopefully it's a done deal, but I'll let you guys know once I deliver it. Honestly, sometimes when it comes down to selling a couch, if something has been in inventory for such a long time and you're not able to sell it for some reason, sometimes it's best just to agree to deliver it to whoever it is, wherever they are. I mean, within reasonable. I mean, if you're going to be driving 2 hours to deliver it, you probably don't want to do that. But if in this situation where it's like a 25, maybe even 35-minute drive, rather than just having it sit in your inventory and telling the client, no, you have to charge for delivery, and then them backing out, just go and deliver it. Low-key, guys, this is a little creepy. I don't know where I'm going, but there's no street lights and it's just super dark. All right, guys, wish me luck. Hopefully I'll come back home without the couches and with some money, but you never know at this point. Well, guys, I just dropped off the custom-made couch and I got good news. Was able to sell it for $375 and I'll probably see you guys sometime later in the week. So I just ended up picking up a storage unit and I'm gonna go get in right now. I had to buy a lock from them. I am driving in for the first time right now, and as you can see, I have a couch there in the back. I have to drop off that I went and picked up yesterday. As you guys can see, I am inside my storage unit right now. It's a fairly good size. I think this is a very similar size to my garage at home. From what I remember when I measured it, it's about the same size, 10 by 20. So I think this is a great place to store not just couches. I might be getting into other furniture as well, which you guys stay tuned. I'll definitely let you guys know what it is. This is basically what the unit looks like. I will tell you what the cost breakdown of it is towards the end of the video, how much I'm paying per month. But this is definitely a good start. This is where I can definitely start storing a lot more couches in here. And this is where it got a little interesting. I had a man reach out to me through Offera because he saw my ad where I posted that I buy and sell couches. And he reached out to me telling me that he had couches that he wanted to sell to me. Obviously, I was a little confused because when I went in his profile, I saw that he was actually doing the same thing. He was buying and selling couches. But he asked me if I would just stop by his storage unit and see what he had. And after stopping by, I saw all the couches and obviously I agreed to buy it from him. And these couches weren't just some regular couches. These were all sectional couches, all 5 of them. And he agreed to sell them to me for $100 each. After talking to him a little bit and getting him to know a little better, he told me that he was making around $5,000 cash every single month on the side until recently when he really just started getting burnt out, and he just said he decided to switch to something smaller that wouldn't take so much of his time. After agreeing on a price, I actually ended up renting out a U-Haul so we could save some time, and honestly the amount I would spend on the U-Haul would be so much worth it rather than me wasting my time. There it is, you guys. Got into a box truck, this U-Haul. I will be honest with you guys, it is my first time ever driving a box truck, so wish me luck. I'm headed right now to pick up the couches where the guy has them. They're actually, I think, down the street. Off the bat, I'm seeing a little interesting thing with this truck. Basically, this is what it looks like with the steering wheel being straight. I don't know if that's normal or not. This steering wheel does not seem straight. I honestly don't know when I'm gonna get comfortable of recording myself in front of people. Basically, I picked up the couches. They're in the back right now. The car is definitely telling me, man, it's loud. This car is definitely telling me that there's a lot of stuff there in the back. So as you can see, I am right now currently in the U-Haul. It's almost all unloaded. I have my slave over here helping. He's not.
Master.
What did you say?
Master.
This is what it looks like now. Got all these couches over here. This is a 10 by 20 storage, and we're about, I think, like halfway full. And I'm actually storing them all standing upwards because I want, you know, to store more couches, obviously. Is that close enough to my face? Do you think that they're gonna feel like this personal connection with me? There you go. My wife is gonna be cleaning one couch at a time, and I'm gonna be bringing it here. And then once I am ready to sell one of these couches, I'm actually gonna take it back home and we're gonna stage it at home because I don't really want to do it next to the storage area. Maybe just, I don't know, just personal reasons. We'll see how it goes. Let's go. Dropping off the U-Haul was a success. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be over $100. I guess he put my card like on hold, and so that's what they did, $121. But it actually ended up being $58, which I mean is nice. And okay, actually ended up being 65, but I told him that I accidentally filled it up more than I was supposed to, and he gave me a $7 credit. So that was really nice of him. The audio was pretty poor here, but basically what I was saying is this is one of the 5 couches that I ended up purchasing from that one other flipper that he ended up selling me all 5 of them. I'm going to be delivering this one for $435. So I'm basically going to get all my money back just with one couch. And then from there, hopefully I'll be able to sell the other 4 for everything I sell for basically is going to be profit. Wish me luck. So that couch that I just showed you guys, dropped it off, went great. The lady helped me unload it, and we actually delivered it, sold it to her for $435. And when I actually showed up, I showed up very late because I had some errands I had to run, but basically she was giving me $450, but I decided to just do a $400 even just because she actually said it's her wedding this upcoming weekend, and I took so long, so probably the best thing to do is just to give her a discount. She was very happy about it, and I'm glad that she was happy about it. Got it delivered, and now I'm gonna head back home, probably gonna run into some traffic. Well. We are at the end of our second episode, and let's take a look at where we are at standing currently. Just a heads up, there is a couch that I did not mention in the video, but I will mention it here shortly. So to start off the breakdown, let's start with the custom-made couch that we ended up not selling at the end of last episode, but sold it at the beginning of this episode. So at the end of the last episode, I marked it as $300, but we actually sold it for $375. So let's add $75 to the $1,070 that we are currently at. The next important item that we need to mark off the list is the storage unit. So I ended up picking up the storage unit towards the end of the month. So we ended up paying $99.77 for the rest of the month. Next couch that we actually picked up was the white sofa that you guys saw in the beginning. That was an Ashley's Furniture white sofa that we picked up for $100. The couch that I actually did not mention in this video was a 2-piece gray sectional. We picked that one up for $150, and we ended up selling it just a few days later for $495. That was a $345 profit. Next was actually the huge haul that we ended up picking up from that other flipper. He sold 5 couches to us for $500. There were expenses involved. The first expense was the $60 that I spent for the help that I received for unloading and loading the couches. The second expense was the U-Haul that I ended up renting. I ended up renting it for a few hours, and the rental expense on that was $58.30. And the last expense that was associated with that purchase was $15 that I spent on gas. Also, as you guys saw in the video, I ended up selling one of the 5 couches that I picked up, and I sold that one for $400. The cost of that couch, if we break it out into the 5 couches that we purchased for $100 each, so that brought the profit for that specific couch to $300. As far as where we are at with all of our inventory and cash, this is what it looks like. So as far as inventory, we currently have $500 worth of couches. The other asset that we currently have is obviously cash. Cash total to $1,056.93. But hold up, that's not it. I've actually got something very, very important to say. You see that right there behind me? I ended up investing $100 currently into Dogecoin. So I'm going to be exercising my diamond hands. I'm going to see how long I can actually hold this, and who knows, maybe it'll blow up again and that $100 investment will turn into $1,000 or possibly even $100,000. And since we have $100 in Dogecoin, that means our cash value is $956.93. And with that said, the current valuation of this challenge currently stands at $1,556.93. I do want to not forget and thank all of you guys for 1,000 subscribers. Truly, I'm very, very thankful because this has been a long time goal of mine. And if you guys want to see episode number 3, definitely subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like and comment down below. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, до свидания.